Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris, and I just graduated from the Yale School of Management. My venture is EdSightful, which is software that makes teachers more effective. Prior to school, I spent my career as a teacher and administrator with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. And in Miami, I saw firsthand the educational inequities that low-income students face. And the jarring and frankly unacceptable statistics in Miami were that approximately half of low-income kids were proficient in reading and math. Now, education research shows that teacher quality is the single most important factor contributing to student achievement. And as a result, school districts are trying to improve their teachers. Historically, teachers would go to conferences to learn new techniques, but now the industry is shifting to on-the-job methods of professional development, like instructional coaching, classroom observations, and teacher evaluations. And the data is starting to show that these new models of teacher PD are actually working to improve student outcomes. However, the problem that schools face is in the process. They have these programs on the books, but they're not implemented well. Teachers lack consistent and timely feedback, and schools lack the tools to effectively manage this work. This is a problem because if these two inputs are not quality, student learning suffers. So my solution is EdSightful. EdSightful is a tool based in the Google Suite that allows schools and districts to more effectively manage their teacher support programs. It works by allowing a coach or administrator to collect data or document support via customized Google form. Upon submission, these data are then represented in a dashboard, and a record of support is also created. Now, the system has a couple of benefits. First, data collection via Google Forms is super easy. Second, the dashboards are simple and communicate meaningful information. And then lastly, the tool runs in the Google Suite, which is important because a lot of districts actually are using the Google Suite for Education, which means all of their educators already have Google Drive, Docs, Sheets, and Forms. So this technology is built into tools they're already using. They don't need to log into a different web application. It already exists in their Google account. So instead of just telling you about the product, I'd like to actually show you how it works. And for that, I need your help. So if you'd like to participate, if you could take out your phone, and open up a browser, and do the following 3 steps on the screen. So step number 1, go to EdSightful.com. Step number 2, click on the navigation bar, which is in the top right, those 3 horizontal bars, and then click on Tsai City Demo, and you're going to be directed to a customized Google form, much like is shown on the screen right now. But don't fill it out just yet. We'll do that together. Now, quick word of warning. I don't have cell phone service down here, and you might not either. So if you're Yale affiliated, you are probably automatically on the network. That's great. You can do this. If not, just kind of look on with a neighbor, but you'll see some things happening. Great, okay. Looks like someone filled it out already, but. Okay, so this is a formerly blank, now with one dashboard, and down the left-hand side are all the teachers at the school, and across the top is a time axis where each column is a different week of the school year. So for the purpose of this demo, I'd like to put you in the role of a coach or principal conducting an observation about a teacher. So let's fill this out together. This is just a quick 4-question observation form. Question number 1 is the teacher name. So just randomly choose one of those 20 teachers. Question number 2 is the observation date. So just enter in the month and day, maybe in July or August or September. Question number 3 is the observation rating. So just randomly choose one of those 5 observations, those ratings. And then question number 4 is the observation notes. Just enter in a little bit of text. I just put in great job. And then press submit and just redirect your gaze to the screen. So you're starting to see some shaded squares appear. Each one of those shaded squares represent the observation that you just submitted. The positioning of the square communicates which teacher was observed and the week of the school year. And the color corresponds to the rating, where dark orange is unsatisfactory and dark blue is highly effective. Now, additionally, the user can hover over any of the squares to actually see the comment, and up pops the custom link, which takes the user to a tailored report describing the details about that observation. So thank you all for generating all this data. Now, I knew it would be a little bit random for the demo. So I actually put together just this example of what the dashboard could look like at the end of January. And for this example, I'd like to share some insights that a school leader, much like yourselves, could gain just by looking at this dashboard. So for example, teacher number 1, it looks like they have not received any observations at this point in the year. Whereas teacher number 2, it looks like they've received 4 observations that have been improving over time because the colors are progressing from dark orange to lighter blue to darker blue. And teacher number 4, it looks like they've received 3 unsatisfactory observations. Now, additionally, the user can click on any of these squares and be directed to the detailed report about what actually happened in that support visit. So for the last 2 minutes, you've been in the role of a school leader, and hopefully it's easy to see that this solution saves time, economizes resources, and also provides knowledge to the school leader. So what I'm most excited about is the traction that EdSightful already has. This past year, we had 2 customers with $22,000 in revenue, and next year we're on pace for 5 customers with $80,000 in revenue. At this point, we're still very much in our early stages and learning, so my ask to the audience is that we're looking for new customers and generating new partnerships. So if you know anyone in K-12 leadership, I would love to connect with them. Ultimately, this venture is focused on supporting the most important aspect of the learning equation, which are teachers. When we make teacher professional development more effective, teachers will improve and students will be better off. Thank you.